1541, Francisco de Orellana and a band of Spanish explorers set out from Quito, Ecuador, on a treacherous expedition that would change how we view the Amazon rainforest. Their mission was to discover El Dorado, the mythical city of gold, said to hold unimaginable wealth and grandeur. What Orellana claimed to find instead were sprawling settlements, bustling trade hubs, and densely populated towns lining the Amazon River, proof, he believed, of advanced civilizations thriving in the heart of the jungle. He reported encounters with communities numbering in the tens of thousands, their lives intertwined with the forest in ways the Europeans could scarcely comprehend.
The reports of Orellana were met with skepticism. How could such advanced societies exist in an environment widely thought to be hostile to large-scale human habitation? To the Europeans, the Amazon was a green abyss, an untamed wilderness incapable of supporting vast cities. Orellana's claims faded into myth, and for centuries, the notion of a sophisticated Amazonian civilization was dismissed. But as centuries passed, legends of a hidden city, sometimes called Zed, or the Lost Amazon City, persisted, luring explorers to their doom.
In 1617, Sir Walter Raleigh ventured into the Orinoco River basin, driven by similar tales of gold and grandeur. His journey proved disastrous. Ambushed by Spanish forces and decimated by disease, Raleigh's men returned home empty-handed. Their faith in the existence of such civilizations eroded. The stories of Orellana and Raleigh became cautionary tales, examples of human hubris clashing with the impenetrable rainforest. By the 20th century, the myth of the Amazon's lost cities took a more scientific turn. In the 1920s, British explorer Colonel Percy Fawcett rekindled global interest in the idea of a hidden civilization. Fawcett, influenced by accounts from indigenous communities and Spanish chronicles, believed in the existence of what he called the City of Z, a vast metropolis hidden deep within the jungle. In 1925, Fawcett led an ambitious expedition into the Mato Grosso region of Brazil, accompanied by his son Jack and another companion. They disappeared without a trace, fueling speculation that the city might be real and that Fawcett might have found it.
In the decades that followed, the idea of large Amazonian civilizations remained on the fringes of academic discourse. Archaeologists doubted the rainforest's ability to support dense populations due to its nutrient-poor soil. And the prevailing view was that the region's indigenous inhabitants were small, nomadic groups living in harmony with the environment. But beneath the dense canopy, evidence lay waiting to challenge these assumptions.
In the 1970s, researchers began uncovering mysterious geoglyphs in the Brazilian state of Acre. These massive earthworks, carved into geometric shapes such as circles and squares, were impossible to ignore. Some measured more than 300 meters across, and they appeared to serve ceremonial or defensive purposes. Their existence suggested that ancient Amazonian societies were capable of significant architectural feats, contradicting the idea that the rainforest was untouched by human hands. In 2003, one of the most groundbreaking discoveries in Amazonian archaeology emerged. Dr. Michael Heckenberger, an anthropologist from the University of Florida, unveiled evidence of a sprawling network of interconnected settlements in the Xingu River basin. Using satellite imagery and extensive fieldwork, Heckenberger and his team mapped large circular villages connected by wide, straight roads that stretched for kilometers. These roads, often flanked by deep ditches, hinted at advanced urban planning and defensive strategies. Within the villages, raised platforms, ceremonial plazas, and irrigation systems painted a picture of a society as complex as those found in ancient Mesopotamia or Egypt. Heckenberger estimated that up to 50,000 people lived in these settlement clusters at their peak, between 1250 and 1500 CE. Across the broader Amazon, the total population may have reached between 5 and 10 million people. These communities were not isolated. They formed part of a vast trade network that extended across the region, exchanging goods such as pottery, stone tools, and food. Other discoveries supported Heckenberger's findings. In the Llanos de Mojos region of Bolivia, archaeologists unearthed evidence of massive agricultural engineering. They found raised fields, some stretching for over 100 hectares, interspersed with canals and artificial ponds designed to maximize food production. These fields were cultivated using a unique soil enrichment technique involving terra preta, black earth, a type of nutrient-rich soil created by adding charcoal, bone, and organic matter. Unlike the naturally poor soils of the Amazon, terra preta retains its fertility for centuries, suggesting a sustainable agricultural system that could support large populations.
The collapse of these civilizations came in the wake of European colonization. When explorers like Orellana entered the Amazon in the 16th century, they unknowingly brought deadly pathogens such as smallpox, measles, and influenza. Indigenous populations, lacking immunity, succumbed to these diseases in catastrophic numbers. Within a century of European contact, up to 90% of the Amazon's inhabitants had died, leaving the once thriving cities and villages abandoned. Without humans to maintain them, the jungle rapidly reclaimed these settlements, erasing them from sight and memory.
By the 21st century, technological advancements allowed archaeologists to rediscover what the rainforest had hidden for centuries. In 2009, researchers began using LIDAR, light detection and ranging technology, to map the Amazon from the air. LIDAR's ability to penetrate dense vegetation revealed astonishing patterns. Networks of roads, canals, and settlement grids sprawled across vast areas. In 2018, a groundbreaking LIDAR survey uncovered over 60 previously unknown settlements in the southern Amazon basin. These findings confirmed that the region had been home to complex societies, with urban planning that rivaled ancient Rome or Athens. One of the most stunning revelations came from the geoglyphs of Acre. A study published in 2020 suggested that these structures dated back over 2,000 years, predating European arrival by more than a millennium. Some of the largest geoglyphs, like the Ring of Fire, spanned over 400 meters and may have been used for astronomical observations or religious ceremonies. These findings revealed the deep cultural and scientific sophistication of Amazonian societies, challenging the idea that they were primitive or unsophisticated. The significance of these discoveries cannot be overstated. They demonstrate that the Amazon was not a wilderness untouched by humans, but a region profoundly shaped by human ingenuity. The Terra Preta fields, for example, cover an estimated 10% of the Amazon basin, an area the size of France. This suggests that ancient peoples transformed the landscape on an enormous scale, creating ecosystems that could sustain millions. Despite these advances, much of the Amazon's history remains hidden. Only a fraction of its vast expanse has been surveyed using modern techniques, and the rainforest continues to guard its secrets. What we do know, however, is that the Amazon was once home to civilizations whose achievements rivaled those of any ancient culture. They adapted to one of the planet's most challenging environments, creating sustainable systems of agriculture, trade, and urbanization that thrived for centuries.
The lost cities of the Amazon are no longer the stuff of legend. They are a testament to human resilience, ingenuity, and the enduring mystery of the world's greatest rainforest. The story of these civilizations, once dismissed as fantasy, is now reshaping our understanding of history and reminding us that the Amazon holds not just the secrets of the past, but the keys to the future.